welcome to the Fox 17 Rock and Review on the web and on our YouTube channel. I'm hanging out with Jonathan Postal, the designer, creator, builder, you name it, for Postal guitars made out of Memphis, Tennessee. Thanks for joining me today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So I'm holding one of your very cool guitars here, Jonathan. This is actually the Midnight Special. We talked about this on the news, to where you do the finishes yourself, you cut the wood, you fabricate the parts.
We like to say all Postal guitars start their life off as a board.
There you go. And I mean, I saw your work. I actually found you on Facebook, and then went to your website and everything else and gave you a call to come up here to Nashville and talk with us. And I love what you did with this pick guard here and with all the unique pickups and everything. And you actually got on the map also doing some of the steampunk guitars.
Yeah, we did. We have some. Well, basically, we're kind of embracing the aspect of steampunk where you're taking craftsmanship and you're adding craftsmanship to the science.
Oh, totally. Well, and you can see it right there in your headstock with the craftsmanship. 3 to 4 hours just to carve one of these. And it's got your very cool Postal logo that looks like a stamp on there. So
going for the obvious.
Incredible work. Well, now the guitar next to you, that's one of your Crossroads models, and you know I'm a fan of that. What can you tell me on that, Jonathan?
Well, the Crossroads guitars, they're made from barnwood culled from the area around Highway 61 where Robert Johnson did the deal. And they're made out of barnwood, and then the back's pine, usually, depending on what I find in the barn. And but we put the good pickups on them. The pick guard and control plate here are made of vintage silver-plated brass, etched brass.
And I like the rawness of these guitars. You know, when you brought them into the studio, I mean, they still play and sound great. It's just that they don't have quite the finesse that some of your other guitars do. Like, they don't have the tilt-back headstock and some of the other, you know, higher-end things you do.
We try and keep them simple so you can take one of these home.
Yeah, totally. Well, let's check out this one too in the middle. Now, which model is this, Jonathan?
Now, this is our flagship here. This is the Delta Zephyr.
I love that one.
Again, named after a train.
Yeah, and I also like it that sometimes you put like tarot cards and other mojo inside the instruments.
Oh, every instrument, whether you see it or not, has a little bit of black cat bone.
That is awesome. You can actually see it through the sound hole there.
Yeah, and this is copper. This is copper stuff.
It's like playable artwork. It's incredible.
Yeah, but they play and sounded good when you were playing it there.
Even me, see?
And this has tilt-back headstock, and it has, I think, Spurzel tuners, and bound, chambered.
Beautiful instrument.
They
just resonate so beautifully.
And when I finish them up, got to mention Mike Stoker, who's the guy who goes over these before they go out to you.
I'll tell you what, he's doing a great job, and also the dressing on the frets and everything. And then I hadn't seen your bass model also, which is next to me here, Jonathan. And it's like, wow, once again, you know, a beautiful instrument. I love these, you know, that you found there in Memphis.
Yeah, these are the, again, 40s deco plates and hand-wound pickups and, you know, hand-cut brass plate there from Memphis's Union Station, historic
I think it's
station.
really got that retro feel and sound, and also, you know, as you mentioned, now this one has the brass, but like on most of your instruments, you put a bone nut on them also.
Yeah.
On your guitars.
There was something about that just asked for the brass, but yeah, we put a bone nut in every guitar, and we got, what was it, the CTS, CST?
Oh, the CTS,
CTS pots, and we got the Tone Pros, and we got the Switchcrafts.
Well, and you're constantly coming up with new ideas and building new instruments. Where can people find you on Facebook and on web?
Well, on Facebook and web, you go to Postal Guitars, postalguitars.com. And on Facebook, you just look up Postal Guitars, and it'd be a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, I definitely want to check in with Jonathan, because you never know what's going to be on the website. He's building these all the time, and you know, and when I found him, I'm like, wow, I got to get this guy in to talk about these great instruments, handmade one at a time in Memphis, Tennessee. And besides being incredible playing guitars, they're also playable works of art, which I'm a fan of as well.
And used in Rattlesnake Whip.
And Rattlesnake Whip. We didn't mention that, your band. I think we've got a still of your new CD as well, and we'll take a look at that. Right there it is.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and so your band is like playing in Memphis, and they can find that on your website as well, right?
They can go to rattlesnakewhip.com, or even better, like us at Rattlesnake Whip on Facebook.
There you go. Multi-talented. You're playing in the band, you're doing this stuff, and you're building great instruments.
And tap dancing.
And tap dancing. We'll have that on the next show. So thanks for watching the Fox 17 Rock and Review.